Okay, end of the week. It's Saturday today. So we are back with another weekly recap. Now this has been a very bro, this week has been crazy actually. As in for me, 10 trades in total. We are profitable, you know, 5 L's, 5 losses, but still profitable. I just opened a new 10K account demo because the previous account was just very noisy from past trades. So I was like, let me just start fresh. And right now, like upcoming Monday, I will start with my funded account again. That is a 5K funded. I need to pass 10% on the first stage and 5% on the second stage. So I have to get up 15% if I want to pass it, which is, I tried to look up other prop firms. I'm using Alpha Capital, but if I go to like FTMO or, no, not FTMO, because I know that if you go to Top Step, if you want to get a 50K account, you need to be up 3K. And that's like what, 6%, something like that. There's a huge difference between 6% and 15%. But right now I'm trading Forex and that is futures. So I need to dive into a little bit more about which prop firm is the best, which one has the most reasonable profit target. But for now, let's just see if I can pass this account. But yeah, without any yapping, this week 10 trades, 5 L's, 5 W's. Or no, not 5 L's, 5 W's. I also have a break-even trade. So I think I have more L's. I think I have 5 L's, 3 wins and 2 break even. No, I don't know. Let's dive into it, okay? Monday, this was just a bad day for me. This day was just like, things just kept happening back to back to back to back, bro. Like, I'm not even talking about trading itself, just in my life, bro. This day, I was feeling off, psychology was off, trading was off, going to the gym was off, my car broke down, so that was off. It was just not a good day, okay? It was just a day where I wanted to just close my laptop and just lay in bed and do nothing because everything went wrong that day. But I still survived the day, I still pushed through. 3 trades. I don't like taking 3 trades a day, but only if it's reasonable. The trades that I took here, they weren't that reasonable. The first trade that I took was a break-even trade, and it was painful because I don't have it on the chart anymore, but price, like it had a nice setup, it went down, then once it actually hit 1-to-1 RR, because this was like a 1-to-3 planned, once it hit 1-to-1 RR, I take profit. I was like, let me just move my stop loss to break even. So it went down and eventually it went back up. It stopped me out to break even and then it just collapsed down. Like it didn't even have a lot of time in drawdown. Like it just went straight down. So that was pretty painful. And then we also had the other trades. They were both just psychology was off. I remember this one. This was just not a revenge trade, just a pure FOMO trade. I missed this entry, then I entered this one. I eventually created another setup later, then it went to take profit. And then the other trade after that, not so long after that, it was also just a trade that was so unreasonable to enter. It just wasn't a good trade, okay? It just wasn't a good trade. Bad day. Let's move on to the next one because from that day, things started to get a little bit better. The day after, the next day, I hit a pretty nice W. It was a 2.27 RR. It was a short on GBP USD. And I right now only trade GBP USD anymore. I kind of scraped USD JPY because that just, I don't know. I don't really find high quality setups. It's pretty unpredictable what JPY is going to do right now. So I like to stick to GBP USD for London session. This one, it was a nice trade, okay? It was a pretty nice trade. I swapped liquidity, got my entry, 5 minutes inverse value gap, and then went straight to take profit. Boom. And then also, yeah, I was bullish on this day. Yeah, I remember. I was bullish on the day. And this was my first target. This was the first setup that I wanted to take, and it skyrocketed to the upside because I was bullish, but I saw that this trade actually played out. Or this setup played out. So I was like, why not just enter it? Okay, there would be no reason for me not to enter right now. I really try to look at what the market tells me instead of looking at what I think the market. No, how do you say that? I really try to listen to what the market is telling me instead of coming up with stuff myself that isn't even there, because then you create opportunities and your psychology goes to shit, and then you wonder why the fuck you fail at trading. So I had to go out around this time, so I missed my entry. So I took the observation as W. So, me reading the market was just on top this day. Good day, one trade, really happy. A+ setup. Then if we go to the next day, it was also a W day, 2 Ws actually, and these were back to back. I actually made a video about it, so if you want to go check it out, go check it out. It was posted on, I think it was posted 2 days ago on a Thursday. The trades were on a Wednesday, and I posted the video on a Thursday. But to give you a quick recap, they were back to back because it was like I was bullish, but I knew, like I had a strong feeling that they will get a reversal. So first of all, I thought that we were going to get a reversal of the previous day high. So that didn't happen. And then the next trade, like this was the trade that I just showed you, and then we broke past previous day highs, and we still have equal higher time frame highs. So I was like, okay, we're not done, we're going up. So I got another perfect entry. It was a bit more riskier, but I still got the entry, and price skyrocketed to the upside. Like this trade took me 5 minutes. 5 minutes to make 245 euros. So good day. I was really happy with this day. And from that day on, things just started to kind of slow down, get a bit worse. 2 Ls, I don't quite remember. It was yesterday. No, it was 2 days ago. Today's Saturday. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I was bullish on the day, but I actually had a setup in mind, which was this move, but just lower. So I saw this happening, and I thought, okay, this is gonna be the retracement. So I wanted to short it to catch the retracement trade. And I have a rule with myself that I only take trades to the opposite direction if it only makes sense. And this made sense to me because I thought about, okay, I'm just gonna catch the reversal. My setup was right over here. I wanted to go to this one. This was a 1, 2, 2, something like that. And then we go up. So what happened? The price started going down, it stopped me out, and then eventually it created my setup a little bit later, like not so long after. I think like after taking me out, it created my setup to go long, and then it hit full TP. So it just wasn't the best trade. And then this one, oh no, yeah. So this is where I got stopped out. Boom, it started chopping. So I was like, okay, sure. Then I went for a long, and then it actually created my setup that I had in mind, and then it actually long. So I was just late, or I was just not sharp enough. Maybe I was a bit greedy. Maybe I just wanted to, go to take the long really quick. I have no idea. It was just an L day. And then yesterday, this was a break-even day. I took a short, I took a long. I took a short, sorry, which was a W. Okay, was a W. I was actually bearish on the day, but we had a lot of bullish momentum. And the thing is, during London session, we had a lot of bullish momentum sweeping out these Asia highs. So this would have been my higher time frame delivery. We created a small 15-minute liquidity sweep, and then we also, we got the setup. And then eventually, price started chopping, news came, it shut up completely, and then it just kept going and going and going, which brings us to the next trade, because of news, this was the news candle, it actually went to my first target, which was also in the range of OTE. To be honest, I still have the trade here actually. Yeah, perfect. Let me turn on my mouse real quick. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but so my target was basically, because I was bearish from the day, okay? I don't have replay because I don't have the paid version, but I was bearish from the day. And news came, okay? Skyrocketed, absolutely like crazy. News came here, boom, huge wick, which also came in the range of my first target, which was the range of OTE. If you go to boop, 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 not perfect, but look at it. It's perfectly in OTE. So I was like, okay, if we just create a liquidity sweep, which happens right over here, and we get a perfect setup, we can definitely go short. And that's exactly what happened. Okay, it happened exactly like that. We got the 5 minutes inverse value gap. Let me remove this one real quick. Okay, we created the 5 minute inverse value gap, which is here. Why is it removed? Boom, boom. Which was also of course the 3 minutes, and of course also the 1 minute, and we created a change in the state of delivery, okay? Because this is the lag prior to the liquidity sweep. You can say it an order block, you know, this would be considered as an order block, but order blocks are for retracements, like respecting order blocks, which also happened if you want to use order blocks, but I don't use order blocks. But we got a nice change in state of delivery. I entered off this candle, and then eventually after MetaTrader, the statistics on MetaTrader, I adjusted it, which was 136304, and then eventually it came down. I wanted to go for a nice 1 to 2 RR. I didn't want to be too greedy. A nice 1 to 2 RR. It came down perfectly, and all of a sudden it was like Uno reverse card. Skabam! And it went just up, and it stopped me out, and just price started to just kind of like chop his ass to Neverland. No direction. So in forms of trading performance, because it was really a 50-50. Okay, it was really 50-50. I had my good days, I had my bad days. Monday was just a bad day in general. Monday was a good day. Tuesday was Monday was a bad day in general. Tuesday was a good day. Wednesday was a good day. Thursday it was just bad day. Bad psychology day. Yesterday it was a 50-50 day, you know, break even and everything. I don't know if I was wrong about my bias or anything. So I would say that this week was just a fair break even week in terms of psychology and trades and everything. I learned a lot though. Like, so for example, one of the mistakes that I mentioned that I also really need to focus on is following my rules. I had some risk management issues. I have a rule that if I take a trade within my bias, so let's say I take a long on a bullish bias trading day, I really make sure that I don't really take much more than 1 to 3 RR, only if it represents itself, if the trades represents itself to go for a higher RR. One of the days was a risk to reward or a risk management issue, because I was trying to go for a 1 to 2 RR on a reverse retracement, even though I have a rule to go to only take a 1 to 1 RR. So yeah, I'm gonna do my weekly recap, psychology recap and performance recap using ChatGPT tomorrow. So I will have more in-depth insights about it. So yeah. I mean, I'm gonna start with my new funded account on Monday. We don't have much going on Monday, to be honest. So on Monday we have USD bank holiday, so I can trade London session, but we'll see about that. Then February 17th on a Tuesday we have GBP news in the morning, but I'm usually not too worried about that. Because London session opens an hour afterwards. Sorry about my voice, I don't know what's going on. It's been cracking. Yeah, my English is... But anyways. Then we have on Wednesday, kind of the same thing. It's not too scary. Thursday, not too scary. and then on Friday we have a bunch of bullshit. So we'll see about that. And also, I know that on Thursday I'm going back to the Netherlands. So yep, I think it's gonna be we are definitely going to skip Thursday, but that's all right. We need to do stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching. It was a bit of a messy video, but better than no video. I'll see you on Monday.